What's going on, folks? TJ Lauerman, aka ThatSportsGamer here, back with another episode of Bullpen Banter, episode number 80. As you have been paying attention, we took about 2 weeks off, mainly because we had two big patches, and I didn't really want to do a show without having had played them fully to be able to give my real thoughts on them. We had the 1.09 patch and the 1.10 patch. And literally the day before we recorded 2 weeks ago, we got the 1.09 patch. And then I think got the 1.10 like last Thursday. So doing that episode on Friday. Now we've had some time with the patch, ready to give you my full thoughts on it. My thoughts, actually based on what I've seen from the community, don't really match up with a lot of people out there. But that's a good thing for me, which is weird, but we'll get into that. We've got a lot of stuff to cover, obviously, since we've been away for a couple weeks. So let's just jump into it right now. First off, we're going to take a look at the Legend Stand Musial that we got announced. This whole new thing for Immortal events and new programs for that. So when they released this information, yeah, I was not at a good place with the game. They had just put out that 1.09 patch, which had some stuff in it to try to tinker with making the game better. I felt it didn't help at all. And they also, at that same time, released the NL Central event. And I didn't like, literally anything about the event. It had guest pitch on. Max team overall was 73. You could only have NL Central and common cards. I didn't really have a ton of NL Central cards. I think maybe I only played about, I want to say I played only like 6 games in that event. And I just did not have a great time. So I was literally in a really bad place with this game when that came out. But now I'm in a better place. But yeah, so we skipped over this event. You could have got a flashback Andrew McCutcheon. Take a look at right here. But I'm not logged in to the thing, so we can't look at it right now. Do they have it here? Nope, they don't. Yeah, so this new Stand Musial that's coming out that you're going to have to work for quite a while is going to have 125 contact versus lefties and righties, 90 power versus righties, 106 power versus lefties, 125 vision, 108 clutch, 108 discipline, and 125 clutch. This is a pretty ridiculous card. And it's going to take you quite a while to get, so we're going to talk about that in a second. 75 fielding, 74 arm strength, 72 arm accuracy, 64 reaction, 53 speed. Primarily a right fielder, but also has first, left, and center as secondaries. A pretty good card. Not going to lie, a pretty good card. Let's hop on over to the actual game and look at this in here. So as you do the Stand Musial Immortal Collection, you're going to get the Impact Veteran 1959 version of him. Decent card for a 74 overall Impact Veteran, 63 contact versus righties, 62 power versus righties. Not really worth talking about his versus lefties. 93 vision, 97 discipline. 60s for the fielding, 35 speed, not great. And then you're also going to get an 80 overall rookie version at 50% with 96 contact versus righties. But again, not really any power versus either side, and only 47 contact versus lefties. But still, 113 vision is very nice. His defense comes up a little bit to the high 60s, low 70s ratings, and also gets 53 speed. And then, of course, 100% unlocks you the Immortal version that I just broke down. So to get this Stand Musial, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to play in a lot of these Immortal events they're going to be putting out. The NL Central one was one where you could get autographs and bobbleheads, and I think collectibles as well. Yeah, the bobbleheads are essentially the main collectible in here. So you come in here and you exchange 2 Musial autographs and bobbleheads, which are pretty much going to be rewarded through ranked seasons or these Immortal events. 2 of those, that'll get you up to 10%. Then you're going to need another 2 to get another 10%, and another 2 to get another 10%. You're going to have the rookie missions and the Impact Veteran missions. All in all, I think you need, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 Stand Musial bobbleheads to end up getting this whole thing. In that first event, you could get 3. I believe in this new ranked season, you can get another 3 if you make it to World Series. You get 2 if you make it to CS, and 1 if you make it to the Division Series. So by the end of next month, you could have 6, maybe 9, depending on how many you can get in the next event that's upcoming. So yeah, that's going to take some time to work through that San program, but seems like a pretty good card. If you're looking for a immortal right fielder, obviously going to swing the stick quite well. If you want a guy there, I think Babe Ruth is the other right fielder. No, he's left field. Okay. Is there an immortal left fielder or right fielder? No. Yeah, just center with Griffey. So now we have the full immortal outfield set up. So we'll have to see if there's any more. With Musial in right, Griffey in center, and Ruth left. But yeah, Stan Musial, new immortal in the game, but it's gonna take some time to get him. So, what's next? What's next here? We also got some new position programs added. There were 4 gold ones in this last update. We'll come take a look at them in the game. There's also been some new ones since this point, but let's just take a look at these real quick. What do we got here? Center field, Austin Jackson. We got him 81 overall breakout flashback, 87 contact versus righties, 51 power versus righties, 79 contact versus lefties, 53 power versus lefties, 59 vision, 81 discipline, 79 clutch, 80s in the defense, except for his arm accuracy, and 79 speed. Again, if you're working on a budget, a very nice outfield, maybe leadoff guy for you, with a little bit of pop. Power in the 50s, I feel like just is not that great this year. So if you're looking for him to be like a real power hitter for you, that's not going to happen with him. That was also breakout Mark Reynolds is the third baseman, who I actually just picked up, because I'm going to start working on banging out some of these positional rewards over the next few weeks. 68 contact versus righties, 97 power versus righties, 53-88 versus lefties. So he's got the bop there for third base. Defense, a little questionable, 64 fielding, 74 arm strength, and 58 speed. So you're using him to be a bopper. Third base is his primary, first base is his backup or secondary position. Then another bopper we got out here in, I believe it's right field? No, left field. Left field, Adam Lind, Blue Jays 2008 flashback. 93 contact versus righties, 85 power versus righties, 72-62 versus lefties, 74 vision, 87 clutch. Defense just ain't there, 50 fielding, and 36 speed. He's kind of cheap. I think all you needed to do was exchange some left fielders, a Blue Jays 150 XP worth of Blue Jays souvenirs, and hit, I think it was 5 home runs and 10 RBIs with lefty left fielders. Gets you this card. If you're looking for a guy off your bench to hit against righties, he's pretty good. He's got the contact and he's got the power and the vision. You know, probably will do better for you than, I mean, Joey Gallo obviously has that huge power, but he doesn't have that contact or that vision. Gonna have a much bigger PCI here with Adam Lind. Matt Olson, another good budget option. But I really like these cards. I don't believe they went into any career arcs, but I think they will be in the future. So if you have your eye on maybe some outfielders, interesting. They already have the, those would go into outfield career arcs. So yeah, if there's going to be new career arcs, that would feed into the Immortals, that you might need these guys for. Then we also have Fernando Romero, the starting pitcher for the Twins. Yes, Twins. 81 overall Future Stars card. 83 stamina, 72 hits per 9, 82 Ks per 9, 58 walks per 9. 4-pitch mix of a 2-seamer, a 4-seamer, slider, and change, topping out at 96 for the fastballs, dropping down to 88 for the changeup. So some decent velocity change there. I do kind of like the slider and the changeup are the same speed. So you could try to, what I like to do righty-righty is if I'm trying to put him away, maybe I'll throw the slider low and outside, righty-righty, so it runs away from him. And if he Swings, excellent, strikeout. If he takes, that means he knows that he's smart out there. Then you can go back out there with the change, hit the spot. He'll be expecting it to fall off the table, and you'll be good. Yeah, and he also throws 97. Here it says he throws 96, which means when you max it up, it's probably going to be like 97, 98. I'm actually kind of looking forward to using this guy. And I'm also slowly kind of working on the Nolan Ryan career arc, the Nolan Ryan Immortal. So it's possible that Fernando Romero will play into a starting pitcher's career arc that will then go into the Nolan Ryan. So think about this stuff as you're looking at some of these guys. What else we got to talk about here? Nothing else from that blog post was super important. Then the next big thing that came out in the game was the patch 1.10. That was kind of a big deal. So we're going to jump into that. Adjustments were made to the range of the PCI movement outside of the strike zone and all difficulties beyond rookie. So yeah, if you've been playing, you've noticed now that in the past, your PCI could never, the center of your PCI could never leave the strike zone. At the bottom, it would max out right at the center of the bottom of the strike zone. Same at the top, left, and right. But now they've expanded it so you can go all the way out there. This has actually led to an increase in a lot of pop flies on low pitches that in the past you were hitting dribblers on. Now you might actually be able to you might be getting under them and popping them up. That's actually kind of been a problem for me as someone who normally looks low and in. In the past, when I had the max was the bottom of the strike zone, I felt like I could drive more balls down there. Now I feel like I'm actually popping up more ones that are getting down lower. So we'll see. We're gonna have to test out how that affects you. But here you can actually see some videos. I don't know if they show up well. Stream. You might be able to see them. But yeah, now you can touch everywhere outside of the strike zone. I still think now I think the max, as I said, the max used to be the center sides. I think now you can actually put the center of the PCI in each of the corners, which was something you could not do before. The big circle. What else we got here? In two-player games, hit types will more closely match the PCI input after timing, attributes, and all other factors are involved. This doesn't affect single player. So yeah, I feel like now I've actually hit more. I feel like I've made more hard contact when closer to the center of the PCI. I feel like the bloopers and the little dribblers have kind of gone down a little bit because of that, actually making the game a lot better in my opinion. I'm very happy for that. They also made the PCI coverage slightly smaller, so weak hits and foul tips are going to be hopefully lower, I guess. More effectively lower. But actually, the thing that this has really done has made it seem like you're going to be swinging and missing a lot more, which, in my opinion, is a good thing. A, more realistic. B, a lot of those pitches that you were just barely catching the PCI on, which were the dribblers and the bloopers, like the pop flies to the infield, those are going to be cut down. So before this patch, you might swing, hit a little dribbler, and be out. Or swing, hit one up straight up in the air, and be out. Now you're going to swing and miss. Granted, if that's with 2 strikes, that's a big problem. But if that's strike 1, now you have another chance to actually make better contact. And I think, in the long run, if you are able to get this down, I think you're going to be a much better player as we continue through this game and into the future iterations of it. So I do really like that the PCI is smaller. It feels like you're making more hard contact. But again, now you're going to be able to pop up low pitches. And also you're going to be able to hit grounders on high pitches. So that's something you're going to have to be very, very smart about when you're swinging. Accuracy improvement in the swing analysis PCI feedback, especially when swinging early outside or late inside. This affects the visual OSD only and not gameplay results. I really feel like I've stopped looking at the PCI feedback and only been looking at the swing analysis feedback because I feel like the PCI is just so out of control right now that I don't even look at it anymore. But the swing analysis thing is the thing that I'm kind of looking at right now. It says with the smaller PCI, they've also increased pitch speeds in ranked season, battle royale, and events. I feel like I've noticed that a little bit, but I still don't think it's as fast as it used to be. I made it up to championship series in this last ranked season, and I don't think there's a possibility I've never made it to ranked to championship series before. So I don't know. I feel like it's a little stronger. Haven't tried it in BR. Maybe we'll do some of that tonight. See what happens. What else? Users will no longer be penalized for quickly re-entering the pause menu in BR games. Okay. Users will now be prompted to pinch hit in a BR game when the pitcher steps up to the plate. I haven't noticed that because I haven't played BR, as I said. Don't need to talk about that. Nobody really cares about the accuracy of stats above 99 while in a game. Certain issues with the universal profile, showing incorrect values. That's good. But yeah, so that all went in on May 24th. And really, since that patch came out, I have really been liking this game a whole lot more. As I said, I finished in championship series and ranked seasons. I ended up, I think I went, after the patch, I probably went like 7-1 or 8-1 in ranked seasons. Again, I just really feel like I'm making a whole lot better contact now on pitches. I'm swinging and missing a lot more than I used to do. But again, I feel like that's a good thing because those swings in the past that I am now swinging and missing on were balls that I were making bad contact on, and I was just making outs. Now I'm still getting another chance to put the ball in play on the next pitch. So again, I'm really liking the ability that I'm swinging and missing more, and also that helps my opponent swing and miss more, which means I can rack up more Ks and hopefully be playing a little bit better. But yeah, again, if you were in the stream last night, thank you very much for being there, especially FSU, Balls on Base, a whole bunch of other guys were there, and I really appreciated it. Might have smashed my controller a couple times if I wasn't doing it on stream or if you guys weren't there. So I really do appreciate it whenever you come out and watch the streams on twitch.tv/ThatSportsGamer. Hit the follow button, turn those notifications on there so you know when I go live streaming the game or when we have a new episode of Bullpen Banter going live. But yeah, I feel like the new patch has done really well. Still getting some weird, funky fielding issues. Obviously, everything they talked about in those patch notes was hitting related. But I feel like the contact's a lot better. The only thing that was really a problem for me, specifically last night, I had like, I think it was probably like 18 innings where I could not string together a couple of hits. But after that, I think we ended up getting into championship series by putting together like a 5-run rally in the bottom of the 8th in one of those games to get me into there. Sadly, when I got the championship series, my diamond was Luis Severino, who A, I already have, B, already have locked into my roster, and C, is the cheapest selling live series diamond. So that didn't really help me a lot. But yeah, that was a whole heck of a lot of fun. Can't believe we made it. Sadly, we got the Severino. The good news is now I start at 650 for the next season, and since I've been having so much success since the new patch, I'm very excited to get back in there. But do you want to talk about the roster update from last week? Yeah, let's talk about the roster update. They did a attribute update. I believe it was last week. It says 8 days ago. Don't tell me 8 days ago. Just tell me what day it was. I believe it was the 20. What day is today? I don't even know what day today is. I'm losing my mind. I guess it was the 24th it came out. Mike Trout went up a point, mainly because of a speed upgrade. Max Scherzer went up a point, and as you know, I had sold my Bryce Harper to pick up Max Scherzer and Mookie Betts. So the good thing is, Max Scherzer and Mookie Betts both got bumps. Mookie Betts got +3 to his contact +3 to his contact versus righties, +6 to his contact versus lefties, +7 to his power versus righties, and +10 to his power versus lefties. I think he's still in like the top 3 in home runs. Hopefully, get some little bit more power. The 60s and 70s. Still, I feel like it's just not that great. I am really not hitting well with this Mookie Betts card since I picked him up. I'm thinking about getting out. I'm thinking about getting out of Mookie Betts. I think I'm hitting like 206. Not really loving it. One of the other live series diamonds I have, Andrew Miller, Took a 4-point hit to his walks per 9, going from 72 to 68, dropping him 1 point overall down to 90. But the good news, JD Martinez, who has been my normal left fielder, got a 3-point overall bump, bringing him up to 85 overall diamond. He's now 83 contact versus righties, 94 power versus righties, 96 versus lefties. He also got +5 to his fielding, bringing that up to 52. +10 to his reaction, bringing it up to 50. Again, he's one of those guys that was having a lot of defensive problems, not only for me, he was whiffing on a lot of balls for me, but also I noticed a lot of people online also having that problem with him. So very excited to see that he gets a bump there. Anthony Rendon took a 1-point hit. Josh Hader got a +2. Now his hits per 9 and K per 9 are 102 and 104 respectively. So that card's been a lot better. Actually, the big thing, Hader's been in my bullpen for quite a while. Actually took him out for a little bit because I could not hit the strike zone with him. But he did get a +8 to his walks per 9, which has made my accuracy with him go up a whole lot. And he's been a crucial part to my bullpen as of late. Anything else big? Michael Brantley got some bumps across the board, giving him a +1 overall. Wilson Contreras got +7 to his contact versus righties, +3 to his contact versus lefties. So now he bumps from an 81 to an 82 overall. Alex Bregman took a 1-point hit, taking -4, -3 in contact versus lefties, power versus righties, and a -4 in power versus lefties. But he did gain 5 vision, and he did gain 6 discipline. What else we got here? Charlie Morton and Shohei Ohtani both went from 81s to 83s. Or sorry, from 78s to 81s with it's a +3 upgrade. They went from silver to gold. So if you were cashing on Charlie Morton's, you may have made some good stubbage right there. Trevor Bauer also went from 78 up to 80. He got +5 to his hits per 9, bringing him up to 72. +5 to his Ks per 9, bringing that to 79. +4 to his home runs per 9, bringing that up to 68. What else we got here? Brandon Belt now he moved from 77 to 80. He now has 83 hits per 9. 83 hits per 9. Does he pitch? Does he do everything? 83 contact versus righties, 82 power versus righties, making him more of an option for those budget-minded squads looking for a good first baseman against right-handed pitching. Adam Ottavino, I actually cashed in on this one. He went from 78 to 80, got +6 to his hits per 9, +3 to his Ks per 9, bringing those up to 95 and 97 respectively. I think I had like 15 or 20 of him that I bought at like 400. Quick sold them all for $1,000. Made out like a bandit. What else we got here? Andrew Benintendi got better versus righties, worse against lefties contact-wise. So I feel like he's kind of falling out of that left field power bopper against righties. You might want to stick with Michael Conforto if you're going to be looking for that. Ozzy Albies got a +2 bump from 77 to 79. I'm still fully invested in him. I think he's going to go up in the next roster update. Got to get that gold. We need it. We need that gold. Just because that's a big investment, and I'm ready to go. Those prices are already in the high 800 to 900 range. So if you are investing him, probably just start selling now if you want, but we'll see how that goes. Who else we got here? Marcell Ozuna dropped out of gold by taking a couple hits. Brandon Crawford kind of got an upgrade across the board. +7 to his contact versus righties, +6 to his contact versus lefties. Took a 3-point power drop to his power versus righties. Gained some power versus lefties, making them 49. Still nasty defensively. With both contacts in the 70s, not gonna be bad for you offensively. You probably want to hit him like 8th, maybe 7 or 8. But yeah, that glove, 95 fielding, 91 arm strength, 96 or 86 arm accuracy. If you're looking for defensive, especially in events and stuff, this Brandon Crawford card is not a way to go wrong. Anybody else we need to talk about? Shoop took a 2-point hit. He's no longer gold. Tanaka also took a 2-point hit and is no longer gold. I think that's really all we need to mention here. Jared Dyson lost a lot of contact, so if you were using him as a speed guy, he went down. What happened to Billy Hamilton? Billy Hamilton lost some more contact, so still just like a speed guy off your bench now. Gleyber Torres went from a 70 to a 75, bringing him to 70 contact versus righties, 49 power versus righties, 65-45 versus lefties. And he's got 77 speed. Another good bench option or budget option if you're looking there. I feel like that's really all we need to talk to. Miles McCollis and Blake Treinen are both now 75 overall closers. McCollis is a starter. Treinen's a closer. They're both up to 75s now. Their hits per nines and Ks per nines, I feel like just not high enough for most people to be using. So might want to not worry about those. Though Miles does have a dope mustache. All right. I think that's enough on this roster update. What's next here? We did just finish up the camo event, which came out last week. It was a shorty. That was the only real problem with this event. It was only, what, 7 days? Was it 7 days or 5 days? Something like that. You had to get 35 wins to get a 96 overall Eric Gagne, who's new to the game. There were only 3-inning games. Max team overall was a 70. You could only use bronze, silver, or gold players, which means literally everybody but me used rookie Phil Niekro. But I did use Joey Gallo like everyone else did, and hit a whole bunch of home runs with him. It was a struggle, but we got there. We got that Gagne, and I've been using him a little bit, and I can officially report that he is pretty nasty. You can see here he is in the game. 120 hits per 9, 125 Ks per 9, 123 clutch. Oh yeah, 72 walks per 9, 90 home runs per 9. He's got a 4-seamer at 96, Vulcan change and splitters at 85, sliders 86, and a 71 mile per hour curveball. Look, don't throw the curveball a lot. Use it sporadically. But if you do, you're going to get strikeouts all the time with it. Again, much like Darvish's, the velocity change from 96 to 71 is huge. Maybe too big, and if he didn't have this amazing pitch mix, that would be a problem. But because he has this amazing pitch mix, you will be able to throw off guys. They won't have the time to adjust down to that curveball, and they're just going to swing and miss at it. So definitely want to look at picking him up. Healthy Lou Gehrig says to bury that thing in the dirt. I was actually just spotting him in the strike zone, and they were swinging over him completely because they had no idea that floater was coming out. See what my stats are with him. I have pitched 4 2/3 with him. He's got 3 saves, 5 strikeouts. I walked a guy. That hurts. I've let up 1 hit in 15 at bats. So pretty good. He's pretty nasty. I don't know how much he's going for. Go pull him up. 96. He's selling right now between 68 and 74,000 stubs. You know what? I think that's a good pickup right there. Who are the other closers we've got in the area? He is cheaper than Player of the Month Josh Hader. Other than that, he's the most expensive closer. There's also the Greg Holland here. Greg Holland only has the 4-seam, splitter, and a slider. You know, if you're choosing between Greg Holland and Eric Gagne, I think the choice is clear. You go with Eric Gagne, because literally Eric Gagne has Eric Gagne has 5 pitches, and 3 of them are the same ones Greg Holland has. So you might as well just get the Gagne and be happy with that. Again, I can report back. I'm having good luck with him. He's been very well with me. Also coming out recently was the Camo Collector program to get yourself a Jose Reyes. And I think the packs are still up. Yeah, if you buy anything in the set 5 standard packs, what do we got here? If you buy a 20-pack bundle you're guaranteed 1 piece of camo equipment, and if you buy a 50-pack bundle, you're guaranteed 3 pieces of it. But if you get all 5 pieces of camo equipment, you will unlock Jose Reyes. We can come here and check him out in the game. Again, he's under the collector program, Camo Collector. The card, pretty good. 89 overall all-star flashback, 78 contact versus righties, 99 contact versus lefties, 90 vision, 86 bunt, 83 drag bunt, so you can be able to put him down. Very good fielding, 82 fielding, 83 arm strength, 78 accuracy, 84 reaction. And then what you know Jose Reyes for, 97 speed, 96 steal, 99 base running aggressive. So put the ball in the ground, and he is gonna fly. I think it was in the chat. Somebody did end up buying him out last night. I believe the expensive thing was the yes, the batting gloves. That can give you +7 contact, +7 plate vision, +7 clutch for 75K. Everything else is pretty cheap. You know, if you're in the mood for a shortstop that's got good speed, switch hitting, that can do things, you might want to check out the Jose Reyes Camo Collector. Pretty nice card. I would recommend going after it if you can. We also got a bunch of new position programs. One of them, which I highly recommend. Oh, it was FSU in the chat that did the Jose Reyes Camo Collector last night. Cost them about 75K. Good deal. Good deal. We got some new position program guys. You may have seen them when we were scrolling through before. We'll talk about the diamond last because I highly recommend you pick him up. Starting pitcher, breakout Homer Bailey, 83 overall. 5-pitch mix, 4-seam fastball and 2-seam fastball, both in the mid to high 90s. 89-mile-per-hour slider, 86-mile-per-hour changeup, and an 80-mile-per-hour curve. Very nice. 93 stamina, 74 hits per 9, 75 Ks per 9, 73 walks per 9. A pretty little card. So if you want to pick that up, probably do that. Next up, relief pitcher, Impact veteran Tony Sipp, lefty for the Astros. 92-mile-per-hour 4-seamer, 90-mile-per-hour 2-seamer, 81-mile-per-hour slider, 79-mile-per-hour change, 87 hits per 9, 86 Ks per 9, 70 walks per 9, 91 clutch. So if you need a lefty in your pen, highly recommend working on that. I do wonder if he will go into whatever the, I don't know, maybe, whatever the other career arc you're going to need for Billy Wagner would be. So if you're working on that, you might want to go in here, try to knock that out quick. Flashback Johnny Peralta at shortstop. I kind of like this card, and I kind of want to get him and maybe use him. The only problem is I want to use him at second base. He's a shortstop by trade. Third base is a secondary. So I feel like that's going to be a little rough for me to try to work out right now. 78 contact versus righties, 59 power versus righties, 87, 89 versus lefties, respectively, contact and power. That's very nice. Fielding good, all in the low 70s. 44 speed's a little whack. But, you know, 87 contact versus lefties, 89 power versus lefties. Even if you just have him on your bench as your option to play short and third and hit against left-handed pitching, worth picking up, I think. Him or maybe the Christian Villanueva Player of the Month card. 2 options to look at there. And then, the one that I think you need to go out and get right now. If you don't have him on your team, go and get him. Center field, Victor Robles, future star, diamond, 87 overall. Center field by trade. Left and right are secondaries. This is why you get him. 84 contact versus righties, 90 contact versus lefties. Power, not really there, but you're using him more as your defensive / speed center fielder that can get on base. 77 vision is good. 87 fielding, 81 arm strength, 74 arm accuracy, 91 reaction, 97 speed, 80 stealing, 85 base running aggressiveness. That combo of 87 fielding, 91 reaction, and 97 speed is going to track down everything in the outfield, especially if you're running an outfield with slow corner guys. Like, let's say you have JD Martinez in left field. you definitely want to get a guy like Victor Robles who can cover ground in center field. The thing I actually did with him last night, I've had him starting in center field for me right now. The thing I did with him last night and actually worked out pretty well, I was looking up on pitches and using contact swing. What happened there? I ended up hitting a bunch of balls down into the dirt about 5 feet up the third baseline, and that 97 speed came in real handy, and he flew up there, was getting on base. I think I got him picked off a couple times because I'm an idiot, but extremely handy as a contact guy, defensive guy, speed guy. Even if you have someone in center field right now, get him on your bench as a contact, speed, fielding guy. Again, 97 speed, that's really, really good. Other guys that have speed like that don't have the fielding like this, or they don't have the contact like this. This guy is a triple threat guy, so definitely want to pick him up. Oh, what else? What else? Ranked season ended. We talked about that. The thing that was interesting with the ranked season ending is I feel like the reward for ranked season ended up being the lowest price for a ranked season reward we've ever had. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, Darren Erstad was the World Series reward. 90 overall, 105 contact versus righties, 93 contact versus lefties, 56 power versus righties, 63 power versus lefties. Nobody wanted to get this. Nobody wanted to get this card. He's 22 to 26 grand. You can get him right now. Again, the contact's good, the fielding's good, the reaction is okay. You know, the fielding's fine. I feel like you're probably better off getting that Victor Robles than this card. Yeah, I really feel like a World Series reward coming out for it was actually less than 20,000 this morning. That's really, really bad. And I think the main thing is that 50s to 60s power is just not gonna play in the meta of this game. But yeah, if you're looking for a center fielder, well, I think this is a left field card. This card doesn't have enough power for a left field spot. You would probably play him in center, but again, I think you would go with Victor Robles because he's got way more speed. Robles I believe has the same fielding and reaction, but 23 more points to speed. I don't know. I think I would go with Robles over. Cut Me Mick asks, what is a meta? Meta is just kind of the thing, how the game is playing right now. And the way the game is playing right now is power hitting is the thing. They toned down a little bit with the PCI changes in the 1.10 update and how the PCI can go. But yeah, power is still the thing. People still out there running Joey Gallo because he makes contact and he's going to hit it a long way. 50s and 60s power is just not going to get it done this year, I don't feel like. What else? There was not a roster update today. There will be a roster update on the week of June 4th. So I don't know if they're switching to Thursdays or if they're going to stick with Fridays. So either June 7th, the Thursday, or June 8th, the Friday, will be a roster update with transactions and attributes. So if you're going to be investing, do that soon because we'll get the update next week. It's interesting. They said that there was no roster update this week. There'll be a roster update the week of 6/4, which is next week, but they didn't specify if it was Thursday or Friday. I know last week's came out on Thursday because of the Memorial Day weekend. Yeah. So stick tuned. Make sure you're following at MLB The Show _tips on Twitter to find out when that stuff goes out. Also, while you're over there, make sure you're following me at ThatSportsGamer on Twitter. I'd appreciate that very much. What else we got here? I guess we must have talked about that Eddie Matthews, right? He's an all right card. Next up, again, we're playing a lot of catch up here. Yesterday, we got the new June rewards. We learned about new programs and the ticket counter diamonds that we finally got. Again, we made it to ranks. We made it to championship series. Got that diamond. But now, for the new season, we got some new rewards here in the game. The big card that you can get is a 91 overall David Wright, 90 contact versus righties, 64 power versus righties, 114 contact versus lefties, 84 power versus lefties, 73 vision, 96 discipline, 84 fielding, 82 arm strength, 74 arm accuracy, 78 reaction, and 66 speed. Decent card. Better against lefties than righties. I feel like if I got the championship series again, I'd be happy there and not need to try to fight to World Series to try to get this card. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But yeah, if you get to World Series, you'll get that David Wright plus an 85 to 89 overall Live Series Diamond. 3 of the Stan Musial baseball autographs that you will need for that Stan Musial Immortal program. 5 souvenir packs and the World Series nameplate. Again, Championship Series is also going to give you a Live Series Diamond. 2 of those Stan Musial autographs. A Live Series player and some other goodies. Division Series will give you 1 Stan Musial autograph and 2 Live Series Gold players. FSU asks, how important do I think the extra Stan Musial ball is going to be? If you really want Stan Musial, I mean, go for it. But it sounded like they were going to have a lot of Immortal events. So as long as, you know, you're going to be doing okay in those events, I don't think you're going to really need to worry about getting that high. I think Championship Series, I feel like Championship Series is kind of the sweet spot to go in right now. What else we got here? Rewards. We also got new Flawless rewards for Battle Royale in the forms of a 93 Hardware Ernie Banks and a 92 All-Star Juan Marichal. Ernie Banks looks pretty legit. 78, 96 contact and power versus righties, 116 and 87 contact and power versus lefties, 91 vision, 104 clutch. What do we got here? 81 fielding, 82 arm strength, 80 arm accuracy, 78 reaction, only 50 speed. But he's got the power. That power is going to play. Plus, he's got good defense. Usually, you get one or the other with shortstops, and also you can play third base. So, I like the Ernie Banks. If you can go out there and do it, I don't know. I assume he's been done already. Let's go see how much he's selling for over here. Shortstop. Ernie Banks is currently selling for, holy bejesus, selling for 440 and between 440 and 550,000 stubs. So that's kind of a lot. Again, just came out, so hopefully that will come down a little bit. The Juan Marichal, 5-pitch pitcher. Pull up how much he's going for. Before I even mention this, because I bet he's going for a lot. It doesn't look like nobody's currently selling him. There are some buy requests in at 125, but 5-pitch pitcher, 117 stamina, 89 hits per 9, 71 Ks per 9, 95 walks per 9. So you're gonna have some good control there with him. 85 mile per hour slider, 93 mile per hour fastball, 76 mile per hour screwball, 81 mile per hour curveball, 72 mile per hour changeup. Yeah, nice card. Nice card if you want to get in on that. So yeah. Again, he's going to be going for expensive, and again, you're going to need to get 12 wins in Battle Royale without losing to get him. We also got some new stuff on the ticket counter. For these two new cards, you're going to need to be at least a level 0 silver player. He's an 80. The Kris Archer is an 86 overall. He throws 96 with his 4-seam and 2-seam. 88 on the slider, 86 on the changeup. 90 stamina, 80 hits per 9, 85 Ks per 9, 67 walks per 9. That's going to cost you 3,100 tickets in the ticket counter. And then Zach Cozart, 85 overall All-Star Flashback, is going to cost you, what was it, 2,450 tickets. 77, 72 versus righties, 102 and 80 contact and power versus lefties, 76 vision, 81 fielding, arm strength. He's got shortstop and nothing else. 65 arm strength, I think, is going to let you down. Might want to save your tickets on this one. 80 arm accuracy, 75 reaction, 44 speed. One of the big changes they did make is that now going forward, there's going to be more programs that have an extra base hit stat, which is going to be now doubles and triples. I guess it's going to count as doubles, triples, and home runs. So a lot of people have been complaining about a lot of the doubles missions where they're hitting balls into the gaps. They have a doubles mission, so they just stop at second when they can obviously keep going further. But so now they're going to they have now this extra base hit thing that will be in missions now. So you're not just stuck to doubles and triples. This will not affect the stuff in the past, but going forward, as in some of these new position programs, you will see them. But there will still be ones that are separate for home runs, but I don't think there will be any more that are separate, that are just specifically doubles or just specifically triples. So yeah, we got a bunch of new position programs, 4 to be exact. Let's go in here and check them out. Okay. Position programs. Let's start with catcher. We got the Miguel Montero mission in here. Did we talk about the Mejia already? I think we did. He's all right. Go get him. People playing him at I've seen people playing him in the infield, which I thought was weird, but yeah, the new ones. Miguel Montero, catcher, all-star flashback, 81 overall gold, 86, 65 contact and power versus lefties, atrocious versus 86, 65 against righties, atrocious versus lefties. 71 fielding, 77 arm strength, 79 blocking, 32 speed. I mean, I guess get him if you need him for a career arc. Other than that, probably not really worth picking up for you. What else we got here? First baseman. We now have we'll talk about him later because he's gold diamond. Right field. Mark Trumbo has a position program for a 80 overall 2016 All-Star card. 76, 97 power versus righties. Crushing it. 42 contact versus lefties. 82 power versus lefties. 51 vision. The fielding is the problem here. 56 fielding. And 50 speed. 54 reaction. I don't know. Obviously, got the bop. So, looking for a bopper that can play a corner outfield or first base. Just know that defense is going to be a liability. Closing pitcher, all-star flashback, Trevor Rosenthal. Take a look at him, 80 overall. He's got a four-seamer that's at 98, which means you can probably get it up to 99, maybe 100. 88 mile per hour circle change, 89 mile per hour slider, 81 mile per hour curveball, 80 hits per 9, 92 Ks per 9, 58 walks per 9. I'm not overall getting bumped up by that home runs per 9, though. So keep an eye out for that. I like Trevor Rosenthal. I like the pitch mix. I want to take a shot at getting him. All it's going to take is 50 strikeouts with other closer or relief flashbacks, plus some exchanging souvenirs and closing pitcher. But then, the diamond, first baseman Eric Karros. This is a 1995 85 overall breakout card. Pretty good. 81 contact, 84 power versus righties, 92 contact versus lefties, 54 power versus lefties, 68 vision. Defense is all right. 66 fielding. You got him at first. Hopefully you're not going to miss too many balls with there. 53 speed. Nice little card. If it's not going to cost you too much, I would recommend maybe picking him up, especially if he's a guy against righties. I feel like there's a lot of first basemen that can hit righties. Between, Jose Abreu, Miguel Cabrera. Who's the other guy? Jose Abreu, Miguel Cabrera. I know I have like 3 of them. Ryan Braun. Ryan Braun's okay. If it's going to cost you nothing, maybe get one of these guys. But yeah, look at that Eric Karros. Can't hurt you. Can't hurt you if you get him. Yeah, Willie Stargell, another one that would be there. June timed programs are out. Into your programs, go up. Oh, I didn't finish a lot of the May ones. June time programs. What do we got here? Bunch of hitting stats, bunch of pitching stats. Collect 5 former #1 overall draft pick cards by June 6th. Oh, because this is stuff timed to the draft. Do I have any? Oh, I did. Oh, Matt Bush was a #1 overall draft pick. Okay. I don't want to lock that Garrett Cole. I'll pick up a Joe Mauer. Lock him in. Then what we got here? Then there's a stat to get 10 extra base hits and 30 strikeouts during the draft, which is June 4th to June 6th. Breakout hitting stats, breakout pitching stats, a couple Father's Day weekend stats. So a bunch of stuff for you to do in the June timed one. What else we got here? All right, again, as we said, oh, here we go. The roster update will be Friday, June 8th. It will have transactions and player attribute updates. There will also be, starting Wednesday, June 6th, the day after my birthday. Make sure you send all your bit presents over here on June 5th. Wednesday, look for the new event to get you a breakout flashback Justin Upton reward. Is going to ask me to log in. Breakout flashback Justin Upton looks extremely good against left-handed pitching. Right-handed pitching, not so much. Let me just capture some storefronts real quick and pull up that card for you. Okay, Justin Upton, 73 contact versus righties, 56 power versus righties, but you're getting him for 117 contact versus lefties, 113 power versus lefties, 55 vision, 71 discipline, 72 clutch, 72 fielding, 81 arm strength, 69 arm accuracy, 70 speed. Great bench bat if you're just using him against lefties. I assume that means that the event is going to be somehow geared toward this. You know, we had the Southpaws event, which got us John Lester. We had the Hall of Fame event, which got us Wade Boggs. Yeah, I think Justin Upton's going to be okay. I'm wondering what the event's going to be. It might be left-handed starting pitchers and only right-handed hitters. That's kind of my guess right now. Yeah, that's kind of catching us up on all of the stuff that we've missed in the last couple weeks since we've been here. Again, make sure you head over to ThatSportsGamer.com/Bullpen Banter so you can get all your links to here you can see we got the links to the YouTube playlist, iTunes, Google Play Music. What else we got? Pocket Cast. It's an RSS feed if your reader takes that, as well as the link to the Bullpen Banter Discord. We're talking about MLB The Show, Out of the Park Baseball, Super Mega Baseball, all the live long day. So if you're interested in that, you check that stuff out there. But yeah, like I said earlier, I'm very happy where we are with these patches recently. Very happy to be playing this game still. I know a lot of people have been angry with the game, have left the game, said they're never coming back to the game. Even since the patch, a lot of people have stopped playing online. Me personally, I really like where it is. I hope you're enjoying it. If you're not, please let me know. Also, we do have some questions from the Bullpen Banter Discord. So let me pull that up. In the Bullpen Banter Discord, in the BB Discord, there is a room just for Bullpen Banter and mailbag questions. What we got here? Mr. Lightbulbs asked how I was enjoying the patch and if I thought it made hitting too difficult. Patch kind of plays into the way I like to play, so it's as I said, been doing good. Who are the players? KCH from the Bullpen Banter Discord asks, who are the players that are still viable from either team collections or team epics at this point in the game? I am still using the Braves team epic. Braves team collection. Brian McCann behind the plate. I still think he's a very nice card to have. I think who the other collection guys were. If you are doing the collector stuff for Live Series Collector, I really like Fernando Rodney. I really like Felix Martinez. Not that hot on the Jorge Posada. Dale Murphy's all right. He's now kind of become my bench guy. He was playing center field for me, but now with Robles, I'm not using him anymore. I forget who his 60 was, but I wasn't really interested in him. The Tulo might actually, now the way the game's playing, that Tulo actually might be kind of worth going back after. He's at 75%. Adrian Gonzalez, I think, was pretty nice. I love Garrett Richards, but that's going to cost you Mike Trout. Locking in Mike Trout, probably not a great idea. I think the AJ Pollock, I've seen a lot of people using that, the flashback. Then as for team epics, I know I really like the look of the Mike Napoli 85 diamond catcher. The fielding stats for the catcher aren't that great. 64 fielding, 74 blocking, only 62 arm strength. So if you see someone using this card, run on him. But he's got 84 contact versus lefties and righties, 92 power versus righties, 91 power versus lefties. He's gonna hit bombs. So if you can get him, I would recommend doing that. I'm trying to think who else. The Twins. Twins Liriano, 88 mile per hour slider, 95 plus 4-seam and 2-seam fastballs, 83 mile per hour changeup, 82 hits per 9, 92 Ks per 9. That still plays. Definitely rock that for a bit. I forget who else I liked in here. The Vizquel. Vizquel, still nasty. Again, problem, no power. 96 contact versus lefties and righties, 100 vision, 97 fielding, 85 arm strength, 98 arm accuracy, 94 reaction, 82 speed. Nasty, nasty card. I actually like him better than the Cardinals' Ozzie Smith. I think Ozzy's got a little bit more. No, Ozzy doesn't have any power. Fielding, essentially, they're pretty much the same. Speed, they're pretty much the same. But Vizquel can also hit lefties and righties. Ozzie Smith can only really hit righties. Who else? Luis Gonzalez is all right. I've seen people using him. Headley. No. Yeah, I think that's pretty. Those are the couple I would definitely target. Who is it again? The Twins Liriano, the Rangers, Mike Napoli, and the Indians, Omar Vizquel. The Astros, Hunter Pence, Braves Bob Feller. Not really worth it. Yeah. Yankees probably have Yankees Giambi. I've seen a lot of people using the Yankees Giambi. 74 contact versus righties, 105 power versus righties. I feel like they haven't had a lot of success with them. Maybe that's just against me kind of thing. Yeah, those are a couple good guys that you can think about picking up. The Hanley is the Marlins one? Is that correct? Or Hanley is the Marlins team collection. The Marlins D. Gordon's pretty good, except for no arm strength. Again, high contact, high speed, good fielding, can drag bunt. If you're looking for that. The Hanley's the team collection? I don't think that's true. However, get the Hanley, he's good. FCU asked, when do we think the Player of the Month content will be out? Probably June 8th, next Friday. Oh, Hanley's a career arc. Who do I think? I think we're going to get another Brave. Sean Newcomb should probably get one. I think he went 5-0 with a 1.53 ERA. Didn't let up a home run all month. Had like, I forget how many strikeouts he had. Sean Newcomb did very well last month. I would have to look. I really have not been. I feel like I've been paying way more attention to the MLB the game than MLB the real thing. Except for the Braves, still riding high after even a tough series against Boston and Acuna getting hurt. So yeah, that works out. What I would love, and I don't know if/when we get one, but you know we've got future stars Mejia. Got future star Kingery. Also, Kingery. Definitely get that Kingery. He's very good. Good contact, good fielding, good speed. Got future star Robles. Could we see right field future star Diamond Acuna. I would love it. But we'll see how that works out. Yeah. So, I'll have to get back to you on who I think will be Player of the Month cards. But yeah, I think we covered a lot tonight. This is a great episode of Bullpen Banter. I thank you all for joining us. As usual, I'm going to stick around. We'll wrap up the show now, but I will stick around. I'm streaming a little bit. Don't play ranked seasons. I don't know. We'll see how my e-boosts look good. So we're going to play some ranked seasons. But yeah, thank you guys really for joining us here tonight on Bullpen Banter. I do appreciate it. We do the show Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern time, right here on twitch.tv/ThatSportsGamer. And if you can't make it, you can always subscribe to the podcast on all your favorite pod-catching apps. Just search for Bullpen Banter, or you can search for ThatSportsGamer, all one word. Either of those should help you find them. Episodes are archived here on Twitch as a highlight, but also over on youtube.com/ThatSportsGamer. We got a playlist over there. Again, all these links to the podcast, the video archives, as well as the Bullpen Banter Discord can be found over at thatsportsgamer.com/bullpenbanter. I think that's it. I know we just pushed out a Out of the Park baseball update. Again, if you don't know, I am the baseball community manager for Out of the Park Developments in our game Out of the Park Baseball 19, the baseball management sim. If you want to check that out, you can go to thatsportsgamer.com/OOTP. Those are the letters OOTP19. And if you want to buy it there, you can use promo code TSG19 when you check out. Save yourself an extra 10% off there. I think I just put up the archive of our Angels franchise over at twitch.tv/OOTP developments. Check that out. We are in 2021 with our Angels franchise. We've made some moves from starting pitchers, so I think we're going to make a playoff push this year. Hopefully we get lucky, though some of the other wildcard teams are really good, so we're going to have to win the division. We're right in the fight there. I need to continue doing the Acuna Matata franchise here on twitch.tv/ThatSportsGamer and Out of the Park Baseball 19. I know Ultimo Bum and FSU, because they are Twitch subs, are in the draft class right now for this upcoming draft, which is going to be the next thing that we stream. Only problem is I need to find time to stream it. Might have to start streaming it at night. As you know, I've been streaming it during lunchtime, but some of that stuff has changed how my setup is. So that might become a night stream in the near future. Maybe we'll draft Ultimo Bum or FSU would be cool. But again, if you subscribe to the channel, I'll send you a form. You can fill it out. You can be included into the draft class. And maybe you can be part of a winning franchise. Hopefully my winning franchise. But like Healthy Lou Gehrig, maybe you get drafted by the Yankees and you'd be really, really good. And then, hopefully you don't beat me in the World Series later on. Yeah. I think that's about it. Again, if you're watching live, make sure you stick around. I'm going to stream a little bit. Probably ranked seasons. These IE boosts look good if you ask me. But if not, time for you to get out of the bullpen, get into the game. And we'll see you again right back here next week, twitch.tv/ThatSportsGamer for another episode of Bullpen Banter. Again, thank you guys for coming out. Really do appreciate it. And we'll see you again next week. Take it easy.